The whole bracket will be set, so as we do before every draw, we get your dream scenario. Gab, I want to start with you because Jules is so biased, it's ridiculous and almost not worth talking about in his PSG ways. Gab, you look at this. Why do you want Atalanta to meet Leipzig?
Well, simply because of the way these two teams play. I think it would be an incredibly exciting, open-ended game. I think these two teams play. These are two of the managers who play some of the most interesting football in Europe. We saw Leipzig's demolition of Spurs. We saw what Atalanta have done all season long in Serie A. So, yeah, that's a clash that gets me excited. I'm looking for storylines here, Dan.
Bayern Munich would absolutely love that draw, wouldn't they?
What, if Atalanta played Leipzig, why would they care?
Well, because then they're going to meet them in the semi-finals. So then Bayern Munich beat Juventus and then beat either Atalanta or Leipzig and they're through to the final. That's a much nicer route than the top part of your bracket.
Well, that's not entirely nailed on that Bayern Munich beat Juventus either.
I think so.
You know, Juventus had that guy, Cristiano Ronaldo, who's been in one or two Champions League finals himself. AC Milan. That's fine, but so what? AC Milan aren't Bayern Munich. Let's see how up for it Bayern Munich are after 6 weeks without football. I mean, I think we're projecting forward, and who knows? I don't think it's absolutely nailed on that Bayern would definitely beat Juventus. In fact, you know what, Dan?
What?
I don't even think it's definitely nailed on. Why's it got to be Juventus?
Sure.
They still got to go and play Lyon, right?
Oh no! Now
you're flying the flag for Ligue 1.
Your Juventus argument's gone completely on its head now. They can beat Bayern Munich, but they can't beat Lyon. The top half of the bracket.
It's 90 minutes of football.
Oh, it is 90 minutes.
It's 90 minutes of football.
It is.
This is what we have to remember about this. This isn't home and away. This is like a Euro. It's like a World Cup. It's 90 minutes of football. You're in or you're out. And I think we're going to see a lot more upsets than we would over 2 legs.
The top half of the bracket's fascinating, Gab. PSG against Barcelona or Napoli. So many storylines there, obviously in particular Neymar. And then Manchester City or Real Madrid, probably Manchester City taking on Atletico Madrid. If it is Man City against Atleti, Gab, could they prove to be one of the toughest tests for Guardiola's team?
I'm going to say it again. 90 minutes.
Yeah, right.
Diego Simeone, the way he lines up, who knows what he's going to throw at them. And it's certainly, I think, going to be an adjustment. But, for my money, Manchester City have been playing some of the best football that we've seen in the Premier League anyway, since the restart, when they're on. And obviously, for many different reasons, including the cast verdict next week and their feelings towards UEFA in general, this is huge for Manchester City and for Pep Guardiola. So I think certainly that's a clash that you would relish.
Gab, do we know yet whether or not those second legs are going to be in the natural home of the teams or they're going to be in Portugal?
So I think the UEFA haven't, I think they're going to confirm this tomorrow, but certainly the indication has always been, if it's possible, they're going to play in the home legs of those teams. So if you can do it safely, logistically, if there's no legal issues with quarantines and whatnot, then you'll do it. Still be behind closed doors, of course. Then you'll do it where they were originally supposed to take place. The exception to that is obviously the Europa League. Those Europa League ties which haven't been played yet. Those will be the Getafe, Sevilla, Inter, and Roma. Those will all be one-legged affairs.
Right then, let's go to PSG TV then, shall we? PSG with a very favourable draw, Jules, looking at you. Leipzig in the quarter-finals, and then Atalanta or Atleti in the semis. Who would you prefer?
Hang on, I was asked to do my dream draw.
Yeah.
It's not a football fan dream draw. It's my dream draw,
yeah.
and I dream of PSG facing Leipzig. Timo Werner less, Leipzig as well.
When you were a young boy, you dreamt one day the PSG will take on this manufactured side.
I'll have my fingers crossed, my toes crossed tomorrow for the draw, everything crossed. That would be amazing.
Okay, so Leipzig, obviously the team that you want. And then who would you prefer out of Atalanta or Atleti?
It's a very good question.
Thank you.
I really hope they face each other in the quarters because that's the two extreme, the two opposite. The best attacking team in Europe against the best defensive team in Europe is ice against fire. It's going to be amazing. I do think over 90 minutes that Atletico can shut the game down and frustrate Atalanta and go and win that quarterfinals. And then they play PSG in the semi-final where they're too tired after running so much against Atalanta, and PSG just passes them to qualify for the final. Basically, that's the idea.
Yeah, of course that's the idea. And then somehow, what, Lyon make it all the way through to the final?
I almost tried, and then I thought, nah, I can't. That's not serious. That's not, like, I can't. So I've got Juve going through, and I want a Juve-Barca quarterfinals. I want Cristiano against Messi. I want the rivalry to be back on, like in the good old days of Barca against Real Madrid. So that would make me, and I think a lot of people, very happy to see Cristiano against Messi again in the quarterfinal of the Champions League.
Who would be the favourite going into that game? For Barcelona, I'm sure, for the bookies, but for you, Jules, would it be that clear cut?
It will have to be Juve. I mean, there's still a lot of games to be played between now and mid-August, of course. But I would think that Juve will still win the league. I don't think Barca will win the league. I wonder how much momentum Juve will gain from that, and it would be different for Barcelona. So I would slightly edge it for Juve. Oh. But again, over 90 minutes, I think it's almost a 50-50 in all those games, and anything can happen. But I would put slightly Juve favourite.
I'll tell you what, it's going to be a lot of fun. August, you're going, aren't you, Gab? You're going to Lisbon. You're not, because you're not the senior reporter, Jules. Is that right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Beautiful. I'll tell you what, it's going to be great fun. We're looking forward to that. The draw, of course, tomorrow. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for more from Gab and Jules. Sid Lowe joining them on the latest edition of their pod, which is available to download now.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.